Cope saved my life. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Cope. My name is Russell Valenzuela, and I live down here in the Amado area near Tucson and Nogales. My name is Russell Valenzuela, and I have called you a couple of times about the transportation, about people being left there till 8 o'clock at night at Cope. Yes, this is the governor's office. My name is Russell Valenzuela, and I called before about the transportation problems we're having down here in the rural area around Green Valley. Yes, can I have the Speaker of the House office, please? Yes, I need to talk to somebody in your office about the transportation problems we're having about our access. People are not being picked up on time. There's people that actually quit going to Cope because they don't know if they're going to get home.
Cope Community Services provides physical and mental health care in southern Arizona. For Russell Valenzuela, who lives with mental health challenges due to a traumatic brain injury, it's a source of community and healing through therapy and support groups. But for months, he hasn't had a reliable way to get there.
Well, we used to have a van. Cope in Green Valley had this van here and this car. With this van here and Cope having their own transportation, we never had any problems with being picked up or taken home.
But in October 2018, Arizona's state Medicaid program, AHCCCS, changed how agencies like Cope are paid. And that forced Cope to stop providing its own transportation. Clients had to call their insurance providers to arrange transport through cab companies, and rural residents like Russell say that's when the problems began.
I've seen people in this lobby crying because they've been sitting here for 6 hours waiting to get home. There's people in Patagonia we know are not being picked up. There's people in Elgin. We have friends in Cells and 3 Points are not being picked up. We have some on the reservation that goes to Cope and they're not being picked up anymore. So it's like they just don't want to pick us up. They take the money from the state for access, but they don't want to do their job. Here she comes. It's about time. And this walking group, we used to have 6 or 7 people in the walking group. Now there's only 3 of us here. And the art group went to 10 to 3. And the other 2 groups, nobody ever shows up anymore. Jennifer and I and Rosie are the only ones that really come.
Then you call the carrier, and that morning you're supposed to be picked up because they're already late. And they'll say, oh, they're 15 minutes out, 20 minutes out. Okay, 45 minutes later, I'm on the phone having a mild anxiety attack, and oh, they're 3 minutes away. Okay, cool. No show, nothing, not even a phone call. So I'm back on the phone again. There's nobody here. I'm already late. What's going on? And I'm thankful I do get the transportation when it does come, but not knowing is really hard.
Jennifer King lives with generalized anxiety disorder and depression. After she was left stranded one too many times, she gave up using her transportation benefit. Because she's unable to drive and there's no public transportation where she lives, Jennifer started relying on her mother.
It's hard, it's hard on her. I don't like the fact that she has to take me there, plus take me everywhere else because I don't drive. She worries, that when she's not around, what's going to happen to me.
My dad died last year, and I could have used the support. And because of, insurance and things like that, I didn't have that support. And those people still mean a lot to me, my friends, and they were like my family.
It happened to me, it happened to Jennifer, it's happened to Rosie, it's happened to all the clients. And the van sits there, and the staff can't take us home. I don't understand why they're doing this.
If you are calling concerning an issue with
One time I was on hold for 2 hours. Yes, Carol, my name is Russell Valenzuela, and I have called before about the transportation problems we're having with the taxis. We still need the van at Cope because this thing is not working. And this is about the 5th time I called you. Oh, I've been calling you guys since November. And I reported this about 3 times already. I have filled out complaint after complaint since October. Oh, he hung up on me. He hung up on me. Access hung up.
In any given year, about 3.6 million Americans don't get medical care because of a lack of transportation. It's such a significant barrier to care that providing non-emergency medical transportation has been protected as a Medicaid benefit since 1966. Non-emergency medical transportation, or NEMT, covers trips to doctor's appointments, pharmacies, support groups, physical therapy, and other essential but non-emergency health care. This is such a necessary service that in the last fiscal year, Access provided almost 5 million NEMT rides. It's also one of the most cost-effective Medicaid benefits, saving taxpayers millions of dollars every month.
We have seen an uptick in the beginning of 2019 in non-emergency medical transport complaints. So Access is, now that we are aware of this little uptick in transportation complaints, working on what might be changes to the policy, what might be trends and data that we can track to help identify where the issue really truly lies, and what we can do to resolve that issue.
Hi there, this is Heidi.
Non-emergency medical transport is a critical part of members getting the services that they need. When there's a barrier to care, we want to hear about it.
But while Access looks into the problem, people are still getting stranded, missing vital care on a weekly basis.
Hello?
Hi, Russell. You left a message here today?
Yeah, I just want to let you know it happened again at Cope. Somebody was left there till 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, who is the person? The person would need to file an actual complaint.
Yes, I know they're going to, but I just want to let you know it keeps happening.
Okay, well, I would, once that person files the complaint and goes through the grievance process, they should be looking into a resolve for that, okay?
Okay,
All right, thanks for the information, Russell.
you too. Bye.
Bye.
Well, today I was lucky somebody answered, and I talked to them. But I hear their attitude. They're not going to do nothing.
Russell Valenzuela says he won't stop fighting for access to the community he's found, especially because the community itself might be at stake. Low attendance has already shut down some of the groups he used to attend, and he fears more will follow.
We lost our day program. We have lost the music program. This office here, I'm afraid if we don't get any more people here, they might close it. Are we going to finish the art project today? We used to call each other. Nothing now. We used to hike together, walk together. It's like turning into a ghost town. And the state's doing it. And that's the truth.